YouTube, how's it going? The GOAT House is back with my NFL Week 16 locks of the week. Taking a look at my straight up locks, spread locks, over-unders, and if we have any upsets of the week, I usually do those. This week may be a little different, though. We do this video every single week. We also have predictions, score predictions, power rankings, recaps, more, and there's even more on the Patreon. Playoff predictions, junior score predictions, mock drafts, all updated every single week. We're always adding more at the appropriate time on Patreon, patreon.com/thegoathouse. There's a link in the description. You support us and get more content. Really would appreciate if you can check it out. 40K is our subscriber goal. Also would appreciate a subscription from you guys, trying to reach that goal. Full NFL and college football content, and even in the offseason, free agency and NFL draft content as well. Click that like button. Check us out on Twitter at GoatHouseNFL. Also, a link in the description for that. Week 16, locks of the week. Interesting week, maybe a little different this week because I'm just not going to put any game in there. But lock of the week, the straight up lock of the week. We're thinking outside the box here. We ain't getting boring here. I ain't gonna just put the Ravens up there for that free win against the Browns, which actually might not be a free win because they lost to them before. But that would be the easy choice. But that's not what we're all about here. I'm going with the Falcons. I think this should be a lock. It seems like they may be playing a little bit recently a better away, so that's really the only scary part. The Jacksonville Jaguars, it seems like they have given up mainly on defense. The offense just doesn't have enough push. I don't know if a lot of the players want to be there. Coaching staff's pretty much a disaster. Coughlin's going to be out of there now. Maybe that makes the players happy. Maybe they want to play. But the Falcons, the second half of the season, I would consider a pretty good team, actually. Maybe better than that. It's a team that can beat pretty much anybody at this point. I really think so. I've been saying this since real early in the year. It's all about the start for the Falcons, mainly the offense. Matt Ryan, the games they've lost early, he did not start too well. They got to come out firing. I think they do that in this game. It seems like they're getting a little more of a run game going. Early it was pretty disastrous, but I like them in this game home against the Jags. They win the matchup battle. They're the better team. They're playing like the better team right now. They're going to go out there. They're going to win this game. Straight up lock of the week. And with spread picks, spreads that I really hate this week, there's only one that I like, and it happens to be the same team. A little risky me putting the Falcons up twice here, but I'm doing it. Spread lock, -7. They're going to win by more than a touchdown, in my opinion. I did my score prediction, so you kind of can match the lines with my scores if you want. But the Falcons, everything I just explained, this should be a no-brainer one. This should be an easy one for them. It's just about the start. But this is kind of one of those games where if they do start a little shaky, they definitely can get themselves out of a little bit. They're not going to be in a huge hole. If they're in a little bit of a hole, they can definitely get themselves out. I think they win big in this game. I really do. So talking about the Falcons there again, 2 in a row. We're looking at over-under. I got 2 over-unders this week. Texans, Bucks, I think over 50. I think this is a shootout. The last several weeks, the Buccaneers, which feels like possibly the best offense in football. You can argue that one or two the last several weeks. But I did pick the Texans to win this game. But it could go either way. I think the Texans, this is the type of defense they want to face. Although it's an improving defense, and I love the idea of the future of the Buccaneers defense. It's a defense that the Texans can definitely score on. Deshaun Watson and those receivers, hopefully Will Fuller's good. It seems like every other week with him because he is a huge factor in that offense. They should be able to get things going here, and it should be a shootout, and I am predicting it to be over 50, a good amount over 50 points, actually. Saturday, we'll see if Saturday affects anything. I don't think so, but I've seen stranger things in the NFL. Usually it's Thursday that's strange. No Thursday games. Now we got our first Saturday game. How does that work? That's the interesting thing. Another over-under here. Going under on the Bills and the Patriots, a defensive battle. We see two easily top 5 defenses in football. I think the Bills are more of the lockdown defense, while the Patriots is more of the playmaking defense, which they both can be lockdowns at times, and they both can be playmakers at times. 2 top-tier defense at the end of the day. And the Bills, maybe a little more turnover, maybe more turnover possibilities on offense than the Patriots do, but they both can turn the ball over. I don't see a whole bunch of scoring in this one. I really don't. There's just not. I don't know if there's enough firepower on either team against these defenses to put up good points. I think a very similar score line to last time they played. Maybe playoff mode's kicking in for the Patriots. Maybe that offense, the playoff mode's kicking in for Brady. The offensive line all of a sudden So maybe they go off, and that's something new this year, but there's really nothing that's telling me that, nothing that's showing me that. So I think under 36.5, I think a very similar score line to what we saw last time these two teams played. See my score predictions, I had it very close to the last time they played, but not quite the same. So we get an over, we get an under. There's no upsets of the week for me. I have an upset every single week, even if it's games that I don't think are really upsets. They're just upsets according to the line. They're underdogs, but I noticed after picking all my games now that I picked all favorites in the game. Maybe that's not the smartest thing, but that's how I did it. So we're gonna see how that works off. I'm picking pretty well this year, so we'll see if that pays off for me this week. Though it's a tricky week. If you saw our straight up picks with all the other Goat House members, we had some that we were different on. It seemed like mainly Junior was by himself on a lot of those picks. So it's an interesting week, and he's in second place behind me. So we'll see if he can catch me. Definitely has a possibility this week. So it should be a very interesting week. Really glad the Saturday slate is entertaining, very entertaining. So looking forward to that. So hopefully you can join us for all of our other videos. Hopefully you can subscribe. We got that 40K goal. Would really appreciate it if you can help us out by subscribing. All kinds of content here at the Goat House. Really appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.